Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3200, man. And look, man, look who we got back, man. Look who we got back, man. He's been missing for a minute, man, but he's back, man. He's okay. What's happening, Chris? You have to check your sound, Chris. I know it's been a while. While Chris gets his sound check, man, we want to thank everybody for jumping on. Uh, got a great show today, man. Talking about the hot trending topics going on right now. One of the biggest ones right now, the topic that we gotta discuss, man. We gotta talk about this thing, man. We gotta talk about the Will and Jada thing that's going on. So we're gonna hit that up along with a bunch of other topics and a bunch of other hot trending stuff going on. We'll be so stay right there with us. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, the 3200, you know how we connect. 3200 Magnolia was the address. Beaumont, Texas, had to do it like that. Wanna welcome everybody to the podcast. Plenty stories that we gotta explore. From the views of husbands, fathers, entrepreneurs, baby fathers and workers. I know this though for certain. You gon' laugh, have a good time till your side hurting. 3200, but you already know this. You know it. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Let's go. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32 double O, let's go. 3200, but you already know this. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32 double O, let's go. Hey, yeah, make sure that you turn it up. Get the talking, ain't no topic that we do not discuss. Yeah, everything and nothing at the same time. Good vibes, tune in, cause you know it's going down. 3200.
All right. Welcome back to the show. Chris is still having a few little issues. He's getting worked out here, but we want to thank everybody for joining us. Hey, like I said, we got a great show going on today. Jonathan will be here in a minute. Leo had some other stuff that he had to take care of, but the show must go on. The show must go on there. So, real quick, man, while everybody's getting everything in and getting everything settled, just want to say that the 3200, we have partnered up with Grateful Apparel, man, and they got some crazy stuff going on over there right now. Some good sales, man. We got some good sales going on. But let me tell you, if you want to save even more, all you have to do is use our code D3200, and they're going to save you an additional 15% off at anything over there. Man, they have a rose collection going on right now, man. It's pretty dope, pretty dope. I just put in another order for another set of shirts in. I can't wait for those to get in, man. So once again, we're partnered with Grateful Apparel. Save 15% off by using the code 3200 right there at the bottom of the screen. All right. And welcome back. Welcome back. We got Jonathan, Mr. Biggs on the DL, on the download. What's happening, Jay?
Oh, not much, man. I don't know what's going on. Uh, I guess I'm just in a bad area. So I just couldn't get on on my tablet and phone, and now since I'm driving, now it's starting to work a little better. So I guess I found a good spot.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm usually the one with the internet issues, bro. We got Chris here
It,
too. Like, go ahead. I was saying we got Chris back too, and Chris is he's having some sound issues on his side. He's working out, so he'll be back with us here in a minute. So this is the topic, man. The first story we got, man. Will Smith and Jada Smith. I popped back up, man. Jada has a book, Worthy, that came out yesterday at all venues, at all platforms there. So if you want to read or listen to the book, it is available. Inside this book, uh, Jada reveals even more things about her life, her relationships, her situationships, Tupac, a little bit of everything, man. She tells even more stuff. So I'll let Jonathan take the wheel on this one there, Jay. What you got? What you thinking about this, bro?
Well, she needs to stop. I mean, it's just too much inconsistency. Hold on, let me buckle up. But it's just too much inconsistency. Like she already got called out by this one chick on social media. She like fact checked the heck out of her whole situation with her and Tupac and him asking her to marry him and all that type of stuff. But the whole 7 years of separation thing and I, it's like what won't this lady do to get sales and it still didn't like I don't think it's going the way she wants it to go. But what won't she do to get the sales? Because she literally on the Today Show with Hoda said, "Oh yeah, we ain't been together and all this type of stuff," and it comes back Monday. Oh, now we're doing all good. We're doing better. Da, da, da. I'm like, where's the consistency? Oh, you just said we separated. Now we're working towards our partnership, and I'm like, but you never say anything about marriage. You keep saying partnership. So to me, partnership is still separation. It's like co-parenting. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's so much inconsistency. I can't keep up with her, man. She narcissistic. She narcissistic. she she everywhere, man. She like the female Joker, man. She Harley Quinn. She should have been Harley Quinn on the doggone what's that movie Will was in?
Oh,
With Harley Quinn.
yeah, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. She could have played Harley Quinn to the T.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so much inconsistency. I think everybody's just getting tired of it. So I think that's what's messing up, like her book sales. And I'm like, of all things, you named your book Worthy.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what are you worthy of? You keep bashing your husband. You keep putting your pussy on the chain wax, saying, uh, little dude that busted open and oh, I miss Tupac. Oh, if he was here, and all this stuff. And then you'll say, oh, we never had a relationship, but we had a relationship close enough where he asked me to marry him. So it's like,
Mm.
what? It makes no sense. It's like some uh, playground lies, man. Like, come on, man. Just you ain't gotta even talk about none of that. Nobody wanna even know about that. And so now she's I guess a therapy guru now, since she got the book out. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's kinda I don't know. It's tough, man. It's like Steve Harvey when he did his little run with the book and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, man. You don't like your third marriage. So I mean, can I really trust what you're saying? you know? So I don't know, man. I guess she's the guru now of. And now you said what? Her and Will trying to get a book or
Yeah, 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 man. Like you said, man, it's been real hard to try to keep up with. I mean, she's been doing a book tour, man. So she's been doing interviews everywhere, and like every interview, she's revealing something new. But I think she said it on one of the interviews that her and Will are working on a book right now to describe and talk about everything that happened after the big slap and how all the things they went through with that. So I
jeez.
feel the same way, man. I think she's like I know everybody has a story. Everybody goes through the struggles. Like Jada went through her struggles. Both her parents were heroin addicts, and she grew up in a heroin home. And she grew up in Baltimore. She was selling drugs, and she has a story. And it's an interesting story. But on the same point, it's like okay, some of the stuff you're sharing too much. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you're sharing, and that's great. But now it's like kind of at a point where it's like this is it's just too much. I don't want to know everything. I don't think anybody should know everything about anybody relationship. And I always feel like that people talk about you got to be transparent. It's like no, you got to have a little tint on that transparency. Like everybody don't know, need to know all of your business because everybody's not going to use your business to heal. Everybody's not going to use your business for good. They're going to be that one person taking your business, just like she's saying right now. They're going to have that one person taking your business and use it against you and to talk bad about you. So I don't think anybody should be. Some of that stuff need to stay in house or to people who needs to hear it. Everybody don't need to hear it. And I think for me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, like between all of the interviews, uh, the red table talks, um, everything that didn't happen, like it's just like I'm just tired of it. Like I'm just sick of hearing about y'all. You know what I mean?
And see,
And
like even that red table talk, allegedly, I don't know. I ain't really did my research, but allegedly that show's been dropped. That was with Facebook.
yeah, yeah,
so,
yeah,
and I'm pretty sure it's because of the talk on the Today Show.
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking too much.
Yeah, it's just a lot, man. I ain't gonna lie, some of that stuff is good. Like to see her and Will Baby Mama talk about their little stuff. I think that was good. But even like this book they about to release, it's like, bro, how is this gonna help anybody heal? Ain't nobody else in the world slapping Chris Rock. So to hear how y'all got over Chris Rock, you know what I mean? How you got over Chris Rock, how y'all got over this and what y'all had to do and all of this stuff. Like everybody ain't going through that, bro. So
Right, right.
yeah. My boy, your boy Chad, man, he in there, man. He said, "Say it again." I don't think they heard you. Keep your shit to yourself. I don't care about you. Yeah, bro, it's just too much, man. It's just too
Yeah.
much, bro. Like,
She,
go ahead, go ahead.
and she just talking too much, man. I think it even talks about that in the Bible, the woman that just talked too much. Sit down, But she's talking too much about the wrong things. So that's
Yeah,
why her book sales have dropped. And like you would have thought her book sales probably would have been like number one, but it didn't drop ever since that whole Today Show thing. So
yeah,
it's like you should know, okay, just sell your book and stop. Cause I feel like she's at that point where she it's like where her algorithm peaks when she talks about Tupac and Will.
yeah,
It's never just about her.
yeah,
So let people know who you are without these people. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
and build off of that and see where
yeah,
that goes. But stop using your life partner and uh a dead man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Stop using their legacies. Use your build your own. That's all I want to say. Build your own legacy and see how that
Tupac.
goes.
I mean, she got. I can't say she ain't got a legacy. She got a little legacy. You know what I mean? But like the Tupac thing is like I hate to tell people how to deal with grief. You know what I mean? Because I know somewhere they were close friends or whatever. She probably be dealing with grief. But on another point, is be like, bruh, like you can't have your kids out here saying, my mama need Tupac. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
we
yeah,
need
that was
Tupac
bad.
back from mom. That's too much. You know what I mean?
We
That's
know
too
you
much. You shouldn't
alive.
be
Please
saying
come
I
back.
need Tupac. It's like,
Yeah,
bro, you done moved on and stuff. Like, even if you're feeling that inside, you don't have to share that with everybody. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
you know, I was thinking
yeah.
about, how your wife always try to get you, man, to be like, yo, who's your celebrity crush on? Who was you crushing
Oh
on?
yeah.
They try to trap you with that. You tell them, and then every time that person pop up on TV or you pass by that person in the mall or the store or whatever, then she giving you the side eye. That's why I think we'll just keep giving her the side eye.
Yeah, man. Nah, the bad thing, like I had an ex, and I guess I don't see it, but people used to say she looked like somebody that's on TV, and I have to hear it every time because LaQuinta feel the same way, and I'm like, it ain't that. And that's the thing. Like even growing up watching that show, I didn't find her like I was looking at the, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like God dang. Oh, what
yeah.
Chad talking about?
Chad say the book is for messy people, loose lips, sink ships, relationships, marriages. friendships, the talents played off at the set it off. And there's a lot of truth to that, bro. A lot of truth to that, bro. Uh, and like I said, it's just me and my wife. We don't have the perfect marriage, and we had a lot of arguments and a lot of a lot of stuff that going on in that stuff. But I know if I go and I tell my mom and I tell y'all everything we argue about, after a while y'all gonna start looking at her crazy. Be like, oh no, she just got him miserable. You know what I mean? You're gonna start looking at
Yeah,
that person differently and crazy. And
yeah,
that's how I feel like their relationship is. It's like, I mean, you hate to judge somebody's relationship, even if they doing weird stuff that you don't agree with. You hate to
right,
judge them like, okay, that's their thing. I'm not into that. That's theirs, cool. But the more they let us into their relationship, after a while, you can't just sit back here like, oh no. You know what I mean? All the names they're getting called, simping, and he getting looked at soft, and she getting looked at as a narcissist and some crazy, lady. You know, it's almost deserved because all this stuff this is stuff y'all didn't told us. We didn't dig. Nobody had to dig. TMZ didn't go to y'all houses and get this information. This is information y'all telling us, and after a while, we just have to judge after, like, okay, now
right,
this is too much. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, she keep bringing stuff up, so it's like, well, hell, we don't even want to see it, but hell, you keep putting yourself on the billboard. So
Yeah,
eventually
yeah.
we're gonna read the billboard, like, okay, you know, but I don't like come
Yeah,
on,
and the thing
selling.
with the billboard that you said that, like, the thing with the billboard, like, if you got a billboard for Chick-fil-A, got a new pimento cheese sandwich. Some people like me gonna pass by and be like, okay, they got pimento cheese. That sounds pretty good. That sounds tasty. I might have to try that out. And then other people gonna be like, they got the old nasty. Why they gonna put, you know what I mean? People gonna talk bad about it. And
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same thing with their relationship. She putting it out on the billboard. Some people like, okay, I'm interested. But a lot of people are like, oh, that's gross. You know what I mean? That's pimento cheese on the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, man. She
uh,
she keep putting it out
uh,
on Front Street, man. I mean, she wants the attention, so she's getting it.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not every time you put something out, it's gonna be positive. And
No,
that's what people
no.
have to realize, the is bad and good comes with everything you do and say. So,
Yeah,
be ready for the bad just as much as the good.
yeah, yeah. Even on social media, even like some of my friends, or you might see stuff on social media, I always kind of laugh at some of the things, people be putting all kinds of stuff on there. And in your head, after a while, hey, if you see this one person taking trips and then they bought a new car, they bought a new house, and they doing all that stuff, in your head, you're gonna be like, okay, they got money. And then as soon as somebody die, they be like, hey, we gotta go fund me. Like, hold on, man, you just took all these trips and you got new cars and new houses and stuff. Like, where your money at? Why you need that donation?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Nah,
what I
that's
mean? This is stuff you put in our head. Hey, I wanted to hear what you thought about this whole, like, that's what I really thought we were gonna be talking about. There's 6 other stories popped out in the middle of the week, bro. But the 6 years of separation thing, bro.
yeah,
But
7 years. Yeah, 7 years of separation.
7 years.
And I don't. That's what. It, like I saw little snippets of the second one, and it was so funny because everybody in the room is like, it's so like scattered. The conversation between her and Oda, and we're basing everything off of the first time they spoke and how she flipped it and switched it. Even Al Roker, ended, like, oh, okay, yeah, we landed the plane, okay, because he thought it was gonna bomb, like, uh, but yeah, the 7 years of separation, man. I really have a lot of questions about that. Are y'all standing? And that's what everybody like. Are y'all staying in the same house? Are y'all he on that wing, you on that wing? Like, what's going on? Are you in the pool house, Will with Carlton? Like, what's going on? Is this real live Fresh Prince? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
And that's the thing. You expose it, so now everybody want more answers,
yeah,
and we know it's not in the book. But you threw that bone out, so you keep throwing all these bones out. Everybody want to know, like, what is that? Like,
yeah,
I mean, because to me, I mean, after 7 years, I mean, you divorced, man. That's Come on now. I ain't never heard no separation for 7 years. Let me separate myself from a 14-year-old for 7 years till he's 21, and let's see what the government, what the justice of peace got to say about that. Like that's unheard of.
Yeah. It's a long time. I've known people like me and my wife. We were separated for about a year, and then I know people who's been separated. Like I don't question the separation or none of that stuff. Like it happens. It happens. People have hard times in a relationship or whatever. They get away. Then some point they realize, hey, we really need each other or whatever, or they get divorced. Uh, so I had no problem with the separation actually. What I had a problem with is like I'm trying to think of like when was this 6 years? Like y'all were hugged up, loving. Y'all had that image out here that y'all was a loving couple, a loving relationship. People
Yeah,
writing songs, Alicia Keys writing songs. We need to be like Will and Jada. Everybody writing songs. Everybody jealous of this relationship. Come to find out that what I mean. We everybody's trying to be like, yeah, they, you know, royalty. You know what I mean? They royalty.
yep,
I mean? Everybody's looking at your relationship as the ideal relationship and what we need to be. And
right.
and then we come to find out, hey, nah, we ain't even a real couple. That to me, that's the part that really just flipped me out about it. It kind of I was pissed off about it. I'm like, bro, y'all sitting here with y'all fake relationship. My wife looking at me sideways. Why you ain't doing like Will? Why you ain't
Yeah, and
you
that's
know
the
what I
thing,
mean?
man. How
Will
many?
love
How
his
many?
wife. You ain't doing like, what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
how
and they
many
not even, they have the
relationships?
same problems like everybody else have it. So
Yeah,
that part really pissed me off.
yeah, and that's the thing. How many relationships have y'all relationship, messed up? See that?
Yeah.
It goes back to what you were just saying about these social media people, putting out this life, and I'm still gonna put it out there, man. I feel like it's all fake. This whole thing has been fake. It's been planned to get Will Smith from the evil guy who slapped Chris Rock to,
I'm feeling
oh,
sorry.
he's,
Everybody feeling bad about him, feeling
yeah,
sorry for
yeah,
him. Yeah.
so he don't want to be everybody hate Chris anymore. He want to be the loved one again. And I feel
Hmm.
like Jada knows, oh, he's gonna grow some more, because it's Will freaking Smith. So, hey, I'll play that part as the villain for a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't know. That's just my scenario. I don't know, man. It's we have to stop giving everybody these false images,
Hmm.
and we have to start telling each other, if you're close friends, and you know, and I'm talking about, how some guys, couples, you're playing spades with each other and stuff like that. If y'all marriage ain't going right, and y'all have a good relationship where y'all talk about everything, talk about it, man. Don't act like everything's cool. And I feel like that's why so many people are going through divorces now in the
Hmm.
church and everything else, because everybody's giving everybody this false picture. Everything, oh
Hmm.
yeah, man, I love the wife and da 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 da. And then they go home and they be like Will and Jada. He in his room, she in her room, and they
Yeah.
see each other maybe to eat, if that.
Yeah. They create these unreachable goals of what a marriage and what a relationship should be when it's really not like that. I think I was talking. My sister was telling me about one of her friends who said she never seen her parents argue. So when she got into a relationship and had a disagreement with her man, she didn't know what what I mean. Just
Yeah.
because, and in her head, she thinking like, "Oh no, then it's over." Because we arguing. My parents never argued. This ain't the one. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing that, like you said, they do, man. They put these false narratives out there and then set these high bar relationships when, bro, y'all looking good on the camera and at the award shows, and y'all hugged up, and you doing great interviews. Even the little statement he put out, I'll let you. I know you got that statement. Even the statement put out, it sounds great, but when they go home, like you say, Will in the pool house with Carlton, man. He other places, man. He, you know what I mean? They go
Yeah,
home and
he
not
with
even talking.
Jazz.
Yeah,
Yeah. He had the
Yeah,
poo on with
Chad
that.
had a good one, man. He said that's why I strive to be who you are in your own marriage. Don't try to be these celebrities. That's the
Yeah,
truth, man.
yeah,
That's the truth. What God got for me and Ebony, He ain't got for Will and Jada or anybody else. He got something different. So that's true,
yeah.
Chad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because especially that's that old keeping up with the Joneses, and that might put you out of pocket or put you in a bad situation. You trying to keep up with the other man, the other man, and you in two different situations. So yeah, be authentic, be true to yourself and to your relationship, and it all work out.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
man. I don't know, man. It's she doing too much, man. She didn't have to talk about no selling drugs. Like what? I was like, it seemed
That
like
part I was
everything.
actually interested in. I didn't know because I just started. I had just started a different interview where she's talking the background. Like that's the interesting stuff to me. Like I don't care about how much you miss Tupac and your relationship with Will. Like I didn't know her parents were heroin addicts and she was selling drugs and she did drugs at a young age too. I didn't know. Like that's a piece that's interesting to me. Like okay, this is a side I didn't know about Jada. I can this is dope, but
But
all
that's
the
the
other stuff
but
is a
that's the
bit
thing.
much.
It seemed like every day she was trying to target a certain audience. So okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna expose this about our marriage, and then I'm gonna
yeah,
expose this. I'm slanging weight, so I want all the dope boys in the. you know. And then I'm gonna talk about Tupac because he got a good big base of people that like his music. So I'm gonna
yeah,
hit up Tupac. Then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna sit with Fat Joe and he gonna go hard on me. But
yeah.
I'm gonna bring Tupac back because Fat Joe went in on it too. I don't
Yeah,
know if you
Fat Joe
see
went
that.
in on it. Yeah, Fat Joe went in. I seen some of that interview.
Yeah, so it's like, she was
Hey,
trying to target, huh?
the funniest part about Fat Joe interview is when he was like, okay, so once Will slapped Chris, did you want Will back? Then you see the gangster, and then you want
Yeah,
the gangsters. That's what it's about.
yeah. I mean, it was bad. He was so honest with her.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I mean, he asked all the questions people really wanted to ask,
yeah,
and that's that New York. They gonna ask you some uncomfortable questions.
yeah,
But yeah, man, nah, I don't know. I understand, she need a new person to help her on her book tour, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
uh
You gotta. I mean,
to
the celebrities. I get it. I get it. Like celebrities, when you write your book, you write your tell-all book. You've got to give a little juice. You got to give a little something to get people wanting to read it. But I think she went too
Juice
far, and I think we already got a just juice like
Bishop.
Tupac juice Bishop. But you got to give the audience something to want to read the book or something to get people. I think she just gave too much. I think between everything that's happened the last 2 decades with her and them. We know, just like the Kardashians, like I don't even watch the Kardashian show, but I could tell you what restaurant they went ate at last Tuesday. You know, it's just we know too much about their lives. They give too much. It's on TV too much. It's oversaturated between the blue red table talks and all of this stuff. It's just too much. It's just too
Yeah,
much. Like save some of that for home. Keep some of that secret.
yeah. Cause watch, I'm telling you, the next thing she gonna talk about them kids. She just going down the line. She gonna talk about Will's first wife. Then she gonna talk about her parents. I mean, which I'm like, leave it for the book. Just give people a a summary. We don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you giving everybody your whole book, so nobody gonna buy
No, no,
it.
no.
So give
Yeah.
us a brief summary, Jada. Get off of it, man. Stop. I don't
I
know
I
what to
don't
say.
know what kind of type of conversations they had in they life. Of like on this show, I'll be pushing y'all to try to be a little bit more open and stuff. But I think we said at the beginning, like, hey, I want y'all to share stuff. But if it's something you don't want to share, we don't have to talk about it. You know what I mean? like I know personal stuff about each of y'all on the show, and y'all know personal stuff about me. We ain't got to talk about all of that stuff unless I bring it up, or unless y'all bring it up. You know what I mean? We ain't got to go deep into everything because everything ain't everybody business. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I don't know what type of relationship they had. I'm hoping before she put the book out that her and Will uh talked about it or something, or they had that conversation like, hey, I'm about to do this book. Are you okay with me talking about this? Are you okay talking
right.
about, because the statement he put out, you had the statement. I know you was telling about the statement earlier. The statement he put out is just like, oh, his statement was kind of simpish too. The
Yeah,
statement
yeah,
was like, oh, now I know so much more about my wife and I think I understand and all of this. I'm like, I don't know if
yeah,
that's a good statement. That's like one of those statements like, well, I'm gonna say something nice so she let me back in the bed. I can quit sleeping on the couch type deal.
yeah. Because it was all and the women are falling over for it. I'm a um, stand by her side. I've stood by her, since, and I'm gonna stand by her side and help her for the rest of my life. And I'm like, but you can't really say that because you're not considered her husband.
Yeah,
you're her partner.
yeah,
So partners have disagreements, and they you know start new partnerships, and that's what Hoda was saying. Like, what if he finds his woman of his dreams, or you find your man of your dreams? And she's like, no, that's not what we're doing. No, and I'm like, how is that not what you're doing?
that's not.
And y'all been
Yeah, yeah,
separated for 7 years. We know y'all been with other people.
yeah,
You
bro.
exposed that already.
Yeah, relationships, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, and I'm a huge advocate of family standing together, fighting for relationship, not giving up on your relationship. I'm a huge advocate for that. But at some point, you know what I mean? Like some of these relationships, and you look at it and be like, bro, this is not good for neither one of y'all. What are you holding on for? Like you got to do what's best sometimes. And this is the thing I think with her. I heard her say on an interview, and they were talking about the separation and stuff, and they were asking about it, and they're asking about her and Will, and they're like, so why are y'all after 6 years, 7 years of separation? Why are y'all still together? And the answer wasn't that, oh, I love them. I want to work real hard to try to make this work. I want to, you know what I mean? It wasn't that at all. It was, well, I had made a promise
Yeah,
that I was going to stay married. So I'm just going to keep my promise. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, that's not even a real, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That
I
got
don't want to.
nothing to do with nothing. It's just like, oh, okay, I'm going to be miserable in this marriage. I really don't want to be here. I want to be with Tupac. I want to be with August. Uh, but I'm just going to stay here because I promise.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
I don't
that.
want
I
to
mean,
break
that's
the
just
promise,
I don't want to break
and
the promise.
and it was so weird. Like the end of it, her Monday thing, how she just kept Hoda kept saying, "So you guys are trying to work on getting back together to stay married," and she just kept saying, we're just working hard. We're working hard together. I'm like, if you don't shut your Trump
Yeah,
dang answer and tell up,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
just
yeah,
working hard on it.
yeah. You working hard, and that's the thing. Like, bro, like I hope he sees it, and I understand it. I understand it. You know what I mean? You ever broke up with a chick and she broke up with you before you broke up with her, bro? You like you still trying to hold on to every little thing. Like, oh, now she gonna get back. You know, we gonna get back together. Y'all gonna see. You know, you hold on to that thing,
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
done moved on. You
yeah.
know,
She
after
big
a
gone.
while, you be like, okay, yeah, it's over. It's over. You know what I mean? I need to move on. I'm hoping he gets to that point because I mean, you can clearly see like she is to me is she passed him.
Yeah, he in the shower. Why? Oh, why? Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
He's like
What
she
we
he
got?
never wanted to marry. Chad say she never wanted to marry him. She just gave in to him.
And that's bad, man. That's bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Faith
that's
Love
bad.
say, hey y'all, what's going on, Faith?
What up? Yeah,
So
that's bad,
uh
man.
yeah, yeah. Let's jump into other man. They had a bunch of other you had some other stories you wanted to talk about, man. You the producer of the show today, bro.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna leave that one last. Well, nah, I will talk about it because that might go a little while. So in Florida, you got a young man working at GameStop, just trying to make a living. And you got an individual come into GameStop. I'm not sure I understand. And uh, wants to steal $600 worth of Pokemon cards, I guess. So, little buddy from GameStop, I don't know if he probably tried to say, hey, man, you can get that membership, man, and it'll bring that price down. You just got to get the membership, the pro membership. And so instead of him taking that membership, that man dead. The GameStop guy shot and killed the Ash Ketchum, man. Ash Ketchum just came in there trying to catch them all, and he shot and killed that man. Now this dude in jail for trying to take $600 worth of merchandise. I guess he wanted to catch them all, and got the last, uh, Pokemon. He got all of them. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I can't
It's
even
real.
stand you, bro. I
It's
can't even
real.
stand because I didn't know the whole story, man. You got me laughing at this dude getting shot and killed.
Yeah. Nah, it's real about the Pokemon cards, man. You know, everybody want to catch them all, but you got to be the very best.
You called that dude Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. As Ketchum got his, he got caught. he
Yeah.
he laid him down.
Oh, Chad say, well, he caught them bullets.
Yeah, Nurse Joy wasn't there to help him. He couldn't get him to the Pokemon hospital. So,
Bro,
yeah, I don't
what he
know,
was gonna
man.
do with $600? I don't know much about Pokemon cards and stuff, but
So,
I mean,
I,
six hundred
I
dollars worth of cards.
I talked to the expert Jared. I should have called him and got him on the show. So he said, because he has the store and he sells all this type of stuff. And he said, man, when you're buying just $100 worth of that Pokemon stuff, it's pretty bulky. So he's like, one, how the hell was he trying to get out of the GameStop with one door with $600 of inventory?
Yeah,
And then he said, two, you might open up a box and open some cards up, and yeah, it's retailed at 600, but then you pull out something, that exclusive card, and then that raise it up to 1,200, and then raise it up some more and raise it, so the value you never know until you catch them
so you
all.
catch them all.
Yeah, you never know, you know.
You try to be the very best, man. Like no one
Yeah,
ever.
ever was, man. You know. And he just did not win that tournament. You know, uh, what the heck? Yeah, so he didn't win the tournament. He lost. Uh, my bad. I had some breaking news. It was talking about Dallas City Hall District 2 hosting a gun buyback program this weekend. So I guess they
Oh
trying to
man,
buy
oh
guns. You
yeah,
know how that go. That never goes good. Might be a
no,
shootout.
no, no, no.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, it's Florida, guys. We know what happens in Florida. It's always something tragic. It's always something going down. So don't try anybody in Florida, man. Just
Nothing a
don't do it.
Pokemon does.
Just period, man. I mean, these everybody be just shooting everybody up in Florida, man. So
Yeah,
definitely don't try to steal from somebody's store. Um, I know you see, and it goes back to the social media. I know you see all these guys bum rushing the store and getting it. But you went on a solo mission, Ash. You didn't have Brock. You didn't have Brock or the other girl on the show. So your ass, you effed around and you found out. That's all. That's all it was. And you heard. I mean, I guess you see Uncle Charles, y'all. You met him at the crossroads, but yeah, don't be going to these people's stores stealing stuff, man.
Face Love was talking about a story. I guess he said Caucasian lady politely went to police station shooting at the police, and she walked away with her life. I hadn't seen that one
Oh
yet.
wow.
That's
Yeah, I ain't
crazy.
seen that.
I ain't seen that one
Yeah,
yet, but that
I
is crazy.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
not surprised. Not
that's a
surprised.
miracle.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's. Whew, I can't even think of that.
No, no. Yeah, that was like she was on a suicide mission there, man.
Yeah, I can't even. I can't even think of that one. Now the other
No.
on the other news, we're gonna stay in the South because we always doing some crazy stuff. The other news, you got a guy in Georgia driving. He going over 90 miles per hour in the 55. So this idiot says, "Yeah, I knew I was gonna get a ticket, but I didn't know it was gonna be this much. One, your ass should have been locked up from the jump. So I was like, you got to be white. You should have been locked up. I mean,
Yeah.
going 20 over, they can take you to jail.
Yeah, they could
You
take your
going
jail and take your car.
over 40 miles per hour, you know, over. So what they're doing in Georgia is when you have those tickets in the system, when you go look up your ticket, they're putting the max that they can put on there. The system is putting the max. So the max for his citation is $1.4 million.
Mm. Wow.
So they're putting it up there and they're saying it's a placeholder. And I'm like, God, that's a stiff placeholder. So the people can go to court.
Mm.
But when I do the research, they're like, he's probably only gonna pay $1,000. And I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
You going 90 and a 55. Now
Yeah,
in
that's
Texas,
crazy.
if you live in Texas, you got some school zones that's 55. I ain't even gonna lie in the country.
Chad say you talk about the guy who got tasered.
Nah, he ain't get tasered. They just gave him a ticket. Yeah, they just gave him a ticket, man. This guy, he was just pissed because he saw 1.4 million.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you going over 90 miles per hour, buddy, in a 55. So it's I mean, come on, people. We like slow down. Like what and his excuse was I was going home.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, man. So, just
Crazy,
slow
crazy.
down, people, and don't try to steal from people. You know, just buy your Pokemon cards or whatever you buy,
uh,
you know. And just be safe, guys. I know there's a lot of tragedy going on. Shout out to the young lady that lost her life at Texas A&M, that fell off the balcony. Our condolences go to you, your family. But it's been a lot of tragedy. So, everybody, look out for each other. Say hello to your neighbors. Get to know your neighbors, even if they weird. Even if they Isaac. Get to know them. And you know, uh, let's help each other out, man, because there's a lot going on, man. And you never know when you might need that next door neighbor or that friend or foe.
well, speaking of neighbors and speaking of friends and foes, man, the other trending topic this week, man, has been the Israeli Hamas war going on here that kicked off again here recently, man, and uh, it's been some protests, man. It's been kind of different protests. I don't know what's going on up there in Dallas, but I know there was a huge protest this weekend in Houston, standing with the Palestinians. And then we've heard all kinds of stuff about people standing with the Israelis, Biden sending people over there to help out with the war. And he had a whole big Clint Eastwood speech going on about what he's going to do to save them and all of that stuff. Uh, Your thoughts? You got any thoughts on that? I'll share mine here shortly. There, you had any thoughts about the war, man? What's going on over there in the Middle East?
yeah, because I seen it looked like it started off in London. They had a big protest out there. Um, But it's. I mean, we don't. Every time it's war, I say the same thing. Let them handle it. We don't know what the hell. All we
Yeah.
see is what the perception from every individual, just like we've been talking about the social media. We don't know what the heck happened over there,
Hmm.
but let them handle it. I mean, did we handle North Korea, South Korea? We let them handle their own self now.
Yeah.
so it's just let them handle it, cause I don't know what we don't know what triggered it, and personally, I don't want to know. I don't even want to know. And that's what's wrong with America. We want Jadas out here. We want all the countries to be Jada Pinkett's, and tell us everything, man. We don't need to be doing all this stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Chad said God's land, God's people, hands off. Palestine needs to recognize God's word. And I somewhat agree with that, Chad. No lie. And then at another point too, it's like, okay, it's God's people, but two, I'm kind of like Jonathan, bro. It's like it's like we always talk about, bro. Like you see a lady and her dude fighting, it's like, bro, like something in your head tell you like, yeah, I need to go help that lady out. But you don't know what that lady did. You don't know what that fight about. You jump in, they might jump you and beat you. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
beat you
So it's
senseless.
like sometimes it's best like, okay, I'm just gonna let them handle that. If it gets out of control, I'm gonna call the police, but I'm gonna let them figure that out. And that's how I think with this situation is. It's like, uh, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna. Both of them have done a lot of wrong. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
Israel has done. They bombed the heck out of Palestine. Palestine. They've been doing it for years. Palestine goes and they bomb Israel. It's been a back and forth thing. But I can't justify, and I won't justify one of them killing the other over the other. You know what I mean? I can't justify Palestinians killing I can't justify the Israelis killing the Palestinians, and then when the Palestinians kill Israelis, get upset with them. You know what I mean? I've got to treat them the same because killing is killing. So that's just what I'm saying. I know what the Bible says. I know you got to protect Israel. You got to protect God's people, or whatever. Uh, but at the same time, it's like, well, God's people can't be out there bombing people and going on missions and taking people out either, and trying to take over land and do this and do that. You know what I mean? They got to act right too. Just because
yeah.
you're God's people, I can't give you a pass
Look,
on
this
all
this
your sins. You know
this
what
is
I mean?
all I this is all I would say to every individual. Pray for both sides, and
Hmm.
then if you believe the Bible, you've also seen God take out His people.
Yeah,
In the Moses days, open that land up, and they went straight. So I mean, all we can do is pray for the people. But hey, I'm hands off on the situation. Y'all do that thing, man. That's between y'all, and it's gonna get handled eventually.
yeah,
I grieve for all the little children, all the hospitals, that's been bombed and stuff like that. I hate that because that's against all the laws,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
warfare. You don't
yeah,
supposed to bomb the churches, the hospitals and stuff like that. So it's kind of nasty, but that's all I can say on it. Because I mean, who's to say they ain't led by the wrong person? Who's to
hmm,
say they're not led by New Age Saul? Or who's to say, I don't know. And like I said, I'm hands off. That's
yeah,
their
yeah,
what they're going through. And I don't see, any other country that, say for instance, we was to have something an issue with another country with, I don't think they're gonna come to our aid. You know what I
no,
mean?
no, no, no,
At the end of the day,
yeah.
what was Faith Love saying?
Oh, she said war crimes on the civilians is atrocious. That's why people are standing with Palestine. So I
Yeah,
mean, it's a crazy, like I said, I can't justify neither one of them because both of them done some crazy stuff.
Yeah, and
Uh, uh,
we don't know what's been happening before then. It's
it's
just
been
been
going on. I mean, people are acting like this is a new war, but they've been fighting. I remember them fighting when I was in elementary school, and Bill Clinton had brought
yeah,
the Palestinian kids and the Israeli kids to the White House to try to, save the future, and then they end up still hating each other. But I mean, the
yeah,
war's been going on for hundreds and hundreds
yeah.
of
Holy
years.
war.
Yeah, it's been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it flares up like this, and then it cools off, and then it flares up again and cools off. Like I said, I don't want to. Hey, just hey, y'all figured it out. Don't go too far. Don't do nothing crazy. Y'all just keep over there.
Yeah, yeah,
Which is crazy because I don't know. Just look at America's stance on how we handle wars and stuff and how we step in. Like, I mean, we jumped in this one real quick, but we see like the Russia Ukraine stuff, and we ain't sending no troops over there. We saw some weapons, we saw some planes and stuff. But we like, all right, we're gonna kind of, hey, we hope Ukraine win, but we gonna stay back and kind of watch this from afar. We ain't gonna jump in too much, you know what I mean? But this one right here is like, we ain't even asking no questions or what happened or nothing. We jumping straight in, like, okay, we got Israel. Like, okay, why we ain't like this with everybody? Why we like this with them?
yeah,
Like just kind of, hey, let's just kind of chill. Yeah. Everybody said land grab, money grab.
yeah,
Man, so we're gonna pray for both sides, man. We're gonna keep both
yeah,
sides in prayer. Man, just hope that the killing stops. I'm not praying that
yeah,
nobody goes over there and blow either one of the sides up and whatever. I just
yeah,
just pray that the violence stop, man. Peace to the Middle East, like we used to say, man. Peace to the Middle East. Yeah. That's true, Chad. That's true, and that's the scary part. He say China. Chad say China's coming. The fight for Thailand is brewing. Yep, that's. And I mean, if you pay attention, Russia, North Korea, China, they're already meeting. I don't know. I always jump to conclusions. People be saying I be going saying too much, but I mean, it's a lot of tension across the world,
yeah,
and we don't know where this is going to go here the next few years. A lot of impressionable people, a lot of people using some crazy new tactics, starting civil wars and starting brews in other countries, fights in other countries. Africa, there's a land grab going on in Africa with the Chinese trying to take over parts in Africa.
yeah,
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, man. You got to pay attention. Turn off your Fox, turn off your CNN, watch BBC and some of them other news channels, man, and see what's really going on in the world because there's a lot of crazy stuff brewing up, man. It's going to be, I say, the next 5 to 10 years, bro. It's going to be scary to see what actually comes up to all this. If every the tensions calm down, or does it gets worse? So we'll see. We'll see.
yeah, man. So you know, I was gonna talk about another individual with a book, but I don't know. We got time.
Yeah. Everybody had to hit that one a little bit later. And who? Well, try to hit it real quick. You hit it in 2 minutes.
Yeah, nah, because I think this book thing started with a young man that was actually involved with the Tupac shooting, brother Keefe D.
Oh goodness, I
with
forgot. Yeah,
his
he
book.
was trending.
Yeah,
Him
he's
and
the one
Puff
who
Daddy.
started.
Him and Puff Daddy trending. I don't know why they're trending together. I don't know why P Diddy and Keith D is trending together, but they're trending together. I don't know. I
It's
don't
all
know.
love. It's
I
all
don't
love.
know.
Yeah, but nah, man. It started with him, and I feel like Jada picked it up behind him. But if certain things you just gotta, just it go with you to the grave. You know what I mean? It goes with you to the grave. Don't be putting all your stuff in the books. Don't move back to the area where it happened. It's just certain things you just don't do, guys. Like you just don't
Do
do it.
interviews
Yeah,
saying
do
that
it.
you was there.
Yeah, yeah. So he was on this seat, he was in that seat, and I had some Cheetos, the hot ones. Like what the heck is it? And they always pin it on Vlad, and I'm like, it's not Vlad. Like, come on, man. What he say?
He say, John, where you going? All he sees your eyes.
Oh nah, we in this truck, man. I'm working.
He say, Puff Daddy need to sit herself down and come out the phone. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
I
a
don't know. Allegedly, allegedly.
yeah. But yeah, man, just
I don't want to end
if
up
you
like Jamie Foxx, man. So I'm not saying anything bad about Puff
yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah. Nah. And that's the thing, Keefe's locked up right now, for, talking too much. And that's all
Yeah,
we're saying with Jada. Just cool off, man. In this
yeah,
world, cool off, man. Stop exposing all this stuff, man, and you'll be all right. You'll make it see another day. But that was just the dumbest thing for you to, go on, Vlad, write a book, you know,
yeah,
uh, and just bring this stuff back up. And everybody's always been on Tupac and Biggie,
yeah,
always been on that. Like it's
yeah,
so many movies.
yeah.
So
And it's more to come out, man. We gonna see, man. I've been seeing some crazy stuff. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was watching Cameron and Mace show,
oh, Mace, yeah,
and they brought it up to Mace, and Mace, I don't know, man. Mace said some stuff kind of got me thinking. He's like, Keefy D, where do I know that guy from?
yeah,
Sound like I've met him before. He,
yeah,
he was doing that. I was like, hold
yeah,
on, Mace. Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah,
I think I got a mutual friend with here. Like, oh
yeah.
no, but
And even with that, you saw Cameron face like Negro.
yeah.
Shut up, you
Yeah, I was
know.
like, bro. I was like, everybody gonna be in court here soon. You gonna be a
Yeah,
witness.
yeah. Be the whole can't stop, won't stop crew, man. The whole Junior Mafia, which allegedly by Biggie's bodyguard, he was about to get rid of all of them,
Yeah, yeah. He
all
say,
of them,
Chad
except for
say,
like,
Vlad ain't the FBI. He just lets you tell on yourself, and he just rich. That's how it is, bro. That's how
yeah,
it is. People
it's a
just be
tell
telling them
all.
everything. I think they
Is it?
forget the cameras there.
Yeah, they get comfortable.
Yeah, they get too comfortable and be like, "Yeah, man, I shot this fourth grader when I was in the fifth." Like what?
And see, I think what it is though, how they get comfortable, because if
Yeah,
you guys don't know, they're doing the interviews at wherever they're at
yeah,
their
yeah, yeah,
house
yeah,
or
yeah.
wherever.
In their
So they're
house or whatever,
comfortable
so they comfortable.
already,
Yeah,
and they just have a screen in front of them with Vlad or whoever's interviewing them. They're not even
yeah,
at that location.
yeah,
So it's kind of brilliant because they comfortable at they place of
yeah.
wherever they at. So
And it's also
uh
brilliant because he doesn't have to pay any studio time.
exactly, exactly.
We going to your house.
Yeah, pocket it,
Yeah,
pocket. Yeah, just
yeah,
put your computer up, and I'm on my computer, and bam, there you go.
yeah. So last words here, man. Look, I don't have a whole lot of last words today. There, I just say just like Chad said earlier, man. Like, hey, keep your business to yourself, man. Don't copy these celebrities and their marriages or their relationships, or don't have that as they had that thing hashtag relationship goals. Like, don't make your goal to make your marriage, your relationship look like somebody else. Make it to look like you and the person you're with. You know what I mean? Enjoy each other. Go to the Cheesecake Factory together, man. Enjoy life. Enjoy life together. Make your relationship look unique the way it is, bro. And that's my last words. Jay, what you got?
Yeah, man, just just stay, keep your private life private. you know, um, it's like you have some of those kids that they're real small and they might pull their pants down and show their butt or something like that, and you say cover your private parts. Don't do that. So as an adult, you do the same thing. Keep your private stuff private, man. What are you talking about, Steve Harvey? you know, uh, keep yourself, keep yourself covered, and then also, if you're in a relationship, keep your other person covered. You know, don't have them out there looking stupid, man. You know, so keep yourself private, keep yourself in order. You know, and you'll be all right, man. You don't have to share everything. I know it looks cool, somebody else doing something stupid, you know, I blame it on like Jackass and shows like that. Them doing all that stupid stuff and making a lot of money. But it's once in a lifetime things. Don't embarrass yourself, don't embarrass your family, uh, and your loved ones, man, and by doing something so stupid. So yeah, keep your private life private, and you know everything will be all right.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, man. Hey, huge shout out to everybody lighting up the comment box, Chad, Faith, Love, and everybody else who's going to watch it later and light up the comment box. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Hey, do me a huge favor if you hadn't done so already. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead, ring that little bell, hit that notify button so you're notified when we're putting out videos, man. Got a lot of videos, man. We've been listening and doing a lot of reviews lately and talking about some other stories. We even talked about the cheesecake lady in one of the other shows, man. So go check that stuff out. Check out our old stuff and be watching for our new stuff. Once again, man, thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time here on the 3200 podcast.
3200, but you already know this. You know it. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Let's go. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32.